Bad news for skilled worker visa applicants because on 22nd July they changing the rules. So what is changing? So this was published on 1st of July 2025. So in this video, I will provide you the source file as well. Reason I'm creating this video is because some YouTube videos are misleading and they're not providing the accurate source. So this policy paper was published on 1st of July 2025 and this was the statement of changes to immigration rules. 1st of July 2025. If we click on it, it will take us to the page where it explains us all the rules which are changing. So in this video, we will discuss all the rules which they are changing because they are removing the over 100 occupations. So 111 exactly they are removing the occupation codes. So it clearly states new rules to be laid out in the parliament. See skills and salary threshold rise. So salary threshold is again changing from 38,700 to 41. Overseas recruitment for care workers and more than 100 occupation no longer granted access to immigration system. So this video is very important for you. Today we are sitting in July first week. So soon on 22nd July, they're changing these occupations. So if you wanted to switch as soon as possible. Now let's see what it says. The exact words are raising the skills threshold for skilled worker visa, removing 111 eligible occupations. Number 2, closing the social care worker visa route to overseas recruitment in response to widespread abuse and exploitation. Number 3, only allowing limited access below degree level through a targeted immigration salary list and temporary shortage list for critical roles only, with strict requirement for sector to grow domestic skills. Further, it says workers in occupations on temporary shortage list will no longer be able to bring dependents and will not be permitted salary and visa fee discounts. The occupation included on the list are time limited until the end of 2026. And will only remain beyond that date if the Dependent Migration Advisory Committee recommends. Further, it says subject to parliamentary approval. The changes will come into effect from 22nd July and transitional arrangements have also today been set out for overseas care workers already in the UK. Now let's discuss this in detail. But before this, you must watch these two videos. In this video, I have explained the white papers. So what was the white papers? A few days ago, they planned out that we will change the policy and they published the white paper. So I have explained that in this video. But before I go forward, let me show you how to get this policy paper, because you should not trust on any other website apart from gov.uk, the only genuine website. All my content is from gov.uk and always provide the source file. So how did we got this? So if we go on gov.uk and in the search section, we write statement of changes to the immigration. Click search. The first one, statement of changes to immigration rules, 1st July 2025. If you click on it, this will take you to this page. And if we open this file, this is the statement of changes. On page number 6, because this is like a very long document, so obviously we won't be discussing it in but I'll discuss all the points because they have explained all the jobs which they are. So temporary shortage list. Which one is the temporary shortage list? These are the ones. So this is, you can see on the screen that this is the list. On page number 6, they have provided the details that they are changing the salary, because many YouTube videos are providing different information. So I thought to provide you where it says the salary level is changing. So in a row A, in the table following skilled worker 24.3 for 38,700, substitute 41,700. So the new rule will be 41,700. Same they have provided for the other tables and other rules, which they are changing from 22nd July 2025. Earlier we were expecting it somewhere in August, on 4th of August, but it's coming a bit quicker. It's on 22nd of July. Now, because this file, you can see that how many pages we are talking about over here, 64, 65, so that's 132 pages. So let's summarize these 132 pages in this video. Increase in skills and salary threshold under sponsored work routes implemented on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. So the guidance says skilled worker applicants must be sponsored for jobs at RQF level 6 or above, reversing the previous 2020 changes that had lowered the threshold to level 3. As a result, around 180 occupations will no longer be eligible under the skilled worker route unless applicants are already in the route, have a pending application, or the job appears on the immigration salary list or a new interim temporary shortage list. So if you are on interim temporary shortage list, then RQF level 3 is fine. If you already en route, obviously you already have a pending application, you have submitted the application, or the job appears on immigration salary list. You have only these options where you can stay under level 3. Otherwise, it has to be RQF level 6. Now, what is RQF level 6? Let me explain that. So for this, again, we'll go on gov.uk. It says what qualification level means. So if you go down over here, there are 9 qualifications level, and we are trying to discuss level 3 and level 6. So level 3 is this: A level, a level 3 award, a level 3 ESOL, level 3 national diploma. These are all level 3. But when we say level 6, that means degree, graduate diploma, level 6 onwards, level 6 certificate, level 6 diploma. So if you do your bachelor's, then that's considered as level 6. So this is what the difference between level 3 and level 6 is. Further, it says salary requirements have also been updated in line with the 2024 annual survey. As a result, the general skilled worker salary threshold will increase from 37,800 to 41,700. Reduced salary threshold for those who qualify for them are being increased by same ratio. So, for example, you were on new entrant route, they all getting changed. Additionally, going rates for specific occupations will increase in line with. Further, the guidance says phase out of immigration salary list and phase in of temporary shortage list. So this is new, which was not before, like it was not on the gov.uk. So we will see this on 22nd July, implemented on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. The immigration salary list identifies skilled workers occupation facing labor shortage where it is reasonable to offer discounted salaries. This list will eventually be replaced by a temporary shortage list, which will control the access to immigration system for occupations below RQF level 6. As an interim measure, from 22nd July 2025, occupations at RQF level 3 to 5 will continue to qualify for skilled worker route if they appear on either an expanded immigration salary list, which includes existing entries plus occupation identified by the MAC in its 2023 and 2024 review, or on the new interim temporary shortage list, which includes roles identified by the Department of Business and Trade and HM Treasury. So this list is in that file which I have put in the description. The immigration salary list will eventually be phased out, with occupations on both lists generally scheduled for removal by the end of 2026. Apart from that, adult social care roles with separate arrangement. The government may move the state forward if compliance issues rises. So for example, obviously they can change the date. It's currently end of 2026, so we don't know until when, but that can change. Now let's summarize this quickly. Significant changes to immigration system for adult social care, which will implement on Tuesday, 22nd July. There have been a long-standing concern about skilled worker in care workers and senior care worker roles, including job losses from overestimated demand. So accordingly, the immigration system will close to new entry clearance application for these occupations. However, in-country applications for people switching from other routes will continue until July 2028, 22nd July 2028, provided the worker has been employed by the sponsor provider for at least 3 months before the certificate of sponsorship is issued. So this is new. Before it was, you can, as soon as you get the COS, you can switch. But now it says you must be in job for 3 months before you can issue the COS. The existing requirement for sponsor to recruit first from skilled workers seeking new sponsorship will be removed, and all applications will be closed subject to that rule. So this is new, and we should understand this, that the existing requirement for sponsors to recruit first from skilled workers seeking new sponsorship will be removed. Okay. Further, it says transitional arrangement will remain under review to respond to ongoing compliance issues, including non-compliance, exploitation, or failure to suffer sustainable work. Additional transitional measure will protect workers already in the skilled worker route or those switching before 22nd July 2028 from these restrictions. Finally, clarification will ensure that the occupation code for nursing auxiliaries and assistants only applies where registered nurse roles are present. Now let's go back quickly and try to understand the memorandum policy paper. So where it says that when the rules are implementing, so this is introduction, declaration, and if we go on number 6, which is this: how has the law changed? Changes to the skilled worker and other work routes set out in immigration white paper, closure of the Afghan relocation and assistance policy to a new principal application. So if we read this, it clearly says changes to the skilled worker and other routes as set out in the immigration white paper. These changes will be implemented on 22nd July 2025 as detailed in the implementation section of the accompanying statement of change.